Hey everyone, Rich Gasaway here. Before I get into today's episode, I want to let you know that I have a few openings in October, November, and December for situational awareness programs. If your department hasn't hosted a training program yet on situational awareness, don't delay. Issues related to situational awareness, or the barriers that flaw awareness, are implicated in nearly every significant first responder casualty report. It's a really, really big deal. The problem is most first responders know so little about it. They think so long as they pay attention or keep their head on a swivel that they'll have good situational awareness. But if you talk to anyone who's attended any of my situational awareness programs, they'll tell you that's simply not the case. Sure, paying attention is an important part of situational awareness development, but there's so much more to it. Think about it. I've written 5 books on the topic. There must be something to this, right? So those who think situational awareness is just paying attention or keeping the head on the swivel are simply uninformed. Don't be uninformed on a topic that's this important, a topic that can literally save your life. There's so much at stake, as situational awareness serves as the foundation for good decision-making, and the decision-making drives the actions that lead to successful or catastrophic outcomes. So if you're interested in getting something set up, go to the samatters.com website, click on the Contact Us link, and we'll get something set up for you right away. Thanks for supporting my mission. Today's episode is sponsored by Midwest Fire. For more than 20 years, Midwest Fire has been manufacturing high-quality tankers, tanker pumpers, and fire rescue vehicles in the United States and Canada. Keeping firefighters safe while enhancing their capabilities is what they do best. To learn more, go to MidwestFire.com.
This is Captain Eric Dryman from the Indianapolis Fire Department, and you are listening to the SA Matters radio show with Dr. Rich Gasaway. The SA Matters mission is simple. They want to help us see the bad things coming in time to avoid bad outcomes.
Hello, and welcome to episode 122 of the Situational Awareness Matters radio show. I'm your host, Rich Gasaway. The purpose of this show is to improve situational awareness and decision-making for individuals and teams who work in high-risk, high-consequence environments. The SA Matters mission is simple: to help you see the bad things coming in time to avoid bad outcomes. I'm coming to you today from San Antonio, Texas, where I'm in town to deliver 3 programs for the International Association of Fire Chiefs Fire Rescue International Conference. Thank you to the IAFC for the faith and confidence in my message and for the opportunity to present at FRI for more than 10 consecutive years, including the opportunity I had to keynote the conference in 2009. In this episode, we're going to discuss the locus of control and how it may impact first responder safety. So let's jump into our feature segment. Locus of control is a psychological principle that refers to the extent to which a person feels they are in control of the events that are happening around them and how it can affect their life, well-being, or success. It's often associated with how a person views what happens to them in life and who is responsible for their successes and failures. I recently came across some research on the topic of locus of control that got me wondering about the correlation it may have to first responder safety and risk-taking. Everyone has some belief about how much control they have over the things that they encounter in life. We all know there are things to which we have no control, like the weather, and things to which we have total control, like the selection of your favorite cold beverage. Those are easy ones. But what about the more difficult circumstances in life? Who controls your happiness? Who controls your income? Who controls your attitude? Who controls your safety? Clearly, there are people who feel they are personally in control of everything in their lives, and people who think they control nothing. If you feel you are in control of your situation and the things that are happening to you, you are thought to have a strong internal locus of control. When you feel someone or something else is in control of your situation and the things that happen to you, you are thought to have a strong external locus of control. Psychologists caution that it is rare for someone to always feel completely in control or someone to feel completely out of control. Thus, it is a continuum that we move along depending on the situation we are facing. A first responder's locus of control. I would say that by the very nature of what first responders do, we are inherently developing and maintaining a strong internal locus of control. We're provided with a lot of training to ensure that we control emergency situations and, in some instances, control the people we deal with during those emergencies. In fact, the last thing a first responder wants to feel is out of control, and for good reason. The first responder's environment. As I noted earlier, there are things that we can control and there are things that we cannot control. This is true at emergency scenes as well. Some of the environmental factors are controllable, many of them are not. Our decisions can influence the control as well. If you decide to enter a high-risk, high-consequence, dynamically changing environment, the locus of control quickly shifts to being external. As much as we might want to think otherwise, in many respects we are no longer in control. Competence plus confidence minus control equals trouble. A well-trained first responder possesses the competence to perform high-risk activities. Practicing those skills in repetition, either in training or at real incidents, builds a responder's confidence. Those two elements, competence and confidence, help shift the locus of control to be internal, giving you the belief that you are in control of the situation. However, in dynamically changing environments, control of the situation may be strongly influenced by other people, and, for example, their abilities or inabilities, their decisions and indecisions, and their actions or inactions, as well as nature, physics, gravity, thermodynamics, propulsion, decomposition of a building, the list goes on and on. These external influencers can quickly change who is in control. If a confident responder fails to realize that some of the control is external, it can lead to problems. It's critically important to remember that no matter how much training or experience we accumulate, we are only partially in control of what happens to us in an emergency scene. To improve our chances of success and survival, it's imperative that we understand, appreciate, and respect those external factors that influence and sometimes take our control. Here's a short list of those factors. I'll call them behaviors. Every responder should strive to understand, appreciate, and respect because we have so little control over them. Building behavior. Understanding the construction and decomposition of buildings. Fire behavior. Understanding fire growth and movement. Smoke behavior. Understanding smoke color, volume, velocity, and density. Fuel behavior, understanding the speed of consumption and decomposition of fuels. Water behavior, understanding the properties of water as an extinguishing agent. Physical behaviors, understanding the physics of gravity. Weather behavior, understanding the impact of weather, especially wind. And human behavior, understanding how you and others behave under stress. If you've experienced or witnessed a near miss and would like to have a platform to share your lessons learned with others, please contact me by visiting the SAMatters.com site and clicking on the Contact Us link on the top of the homepage. Think about it for a moment. The lessons learned from your near miss event could save the life of another first responder. If you want to share your experiences, contact me. Okay, as I always do, I want to take a moment to thank the departments and organizations that have hosted recent Situational Awareness Matters tour stops. I do this to show my appreciation to the organizations who put forth the effort to organize, advertise, and fund great training experiences for their members and others in their region. Your efforts to bring this valuable and powerful lessons on situational awareness and high-risk, high-consequence decision-making to your members and others in your region are greatly appreciated. Recent tour stops included the Iowa Fire Training Bureau in Ames, Iowa, the Overland Park Fire Department in Overland Park, Kansas, the Shawnee Fire Department in Shawnee, Oklahoma, and where I am now, Fire Rescue International and San Antonio, where I'm delivering 3 programs related to situational awareness and first responder safety. If you're interested in joining me in an upcoming Situational Awareness Matters tour stop event, well, by the time this episode airs, I will be in Zionsville for the Company Officer Development Institute. Let me tell you what that is. It's a week-long program for company officers and aspiring company officers. No PowerPoint, no book, no baloney, no BS, just the practical skills of leadership that company officers need to be successful in their positions. Essentially teaching company officers how to keep problems out of the chief's office. Pretty novel, right? Then on August 27th, this coming Saturday, I will be delivering an encore program on situational awareness and high-risk decision-making for the Zionsville, hosted by the Zionsville Fire Department, open to the region. Then on Sunday, August 28th, a flawed situational awareness program for Heartland Deerfield, Michigan. September 8th, I'll be at the Arizona State Fire School, keynoting in Mesa, Arizona. Also on September 8th, my newly trained master instructor, Chief Jerry Strike, will be delivering a situational awareness program for the Southwest Fire and EMS Association Conference in Meridian, Idaho. I'm really excited to have a second instructor now, hoping to share the load and to provide programs on the dates where I have conflicts in my schedule. This is a big advancement in the Situational Awareness Matters mission. September 10th, I'll be at the Upper Providence Fire Department near Philadelphia. September 23rd, keynoting the Wisconsin Fire Chiefs Association Conference. September 27th, the International Association of Fire Chiefs, hosting a Company Officer Leadership Institute program in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'll be delivering 2 programs there. September 29th for the Welcome Fire Department. September 30th, Welcome Fire Department in Fairmont, Minnesota. September 30th, the Sioux Falls Fire Department program for their leadership team and a keynote of their recruit class graduation. October 1, the Howard Fire Department in Howard, South Dakota. October 17th, the Montana APCO Conference in Great Falls, Montana. October 19th, Firehouse Expo in Nashville. October 28th, the North Dakota Hazmat Conference in Bismarck, North Dakota. Thank you so much to the program hosts, and here's hoping there'll be a tour stop near you and we'll get a chance to meet up. Hey, if you're interested in attending a Situational Awareness Matters program, head over to the SA Matters website and click on the blue box on the top of the homepage labeled Upcoming Events Schedule. More than 500 agencies on 4 continents have hosted Situational Awareness Matters tour stop events. As I mentioned at the beginning of the program, I'm looking to schedule some programs in November and December and actively booking 2017's programs. So if you're interested in getting something scheduled, contact me. We'll get something set up for you. Here's a tip how you can host a program at a reduced cost. I host many what I call companion programs. These are programs on adjoining days to other programs. So if you see I'm delivering a program within a couple hours of your department, and you'd like to tag along as a companion, contact me. You can save as much as 20% off the program cost by being a companion to an existing program. That's what I did in Texas when I was there delivering a program for the Texas Interstate Mutual Aid Association. I delivered a program for Cy-Fair Fire Department, and they saved some money by being a companion. Did that again in Michigan when I was there for the Eastern Michigan University program. Brighton Area Fire Department came along as a companion. And that's what I did when I was in Montana for the Montana Fire Alliance. Spokane, Washington Fire Department came along as a companion. If you want to be put on the let me know when you're in my area list, just contact me through the SA Matters website, and I'll let you know when I'm going to be in your area. The last time I was delivering situational awareness programs in southwest Minnesota, I had the chance to stop by and visit the sponsor of this podcast show, Midwest Fire. They make all poly fire apparatus that are changing the industry. You really need to check them out, MidwestFire.com. While I was visiting them, I had a chance to sit down and talk to a few of their employees about what separates Midwest Fire from their competitors. Here I got a chance to talk to account executive Dalton Lingbeck about their Create a Spec feature. Let's listen in. All right, Dalton. So a lot of the people who attend my programs are volunteer firefighters who have full-time jobs and full-time lives and raising their kids and working second jobs and doing the fire department, and clearly their time is stretched. So how, if they had an interest in a Midwest Fire apparatus, how do they reach you, and what's the process? I mean, how difficult is this? How much time is this going to take if they want to learn more about how to build a Midwest fire truck?
Well, that's a good question. We try and make it as easy as possible because a lot of our customers, if not the majority of our customers, are volunteer firefighters, and they do have a hard time of finding time in a day to reach out to us. So if you ever go to our website and you're searching around and you really want to talk to us but you just can't get on the phone, we have a couple ways of doing this. The first part is we actually have a call request button where you can go on there, you can click on it, you can tell us when and what number to call you on at the best time. That's really easy for us to reach out at the moment you want us to, when you're best available. The second thing is we do a Create a Spec. So on our website, you can actually click a button that's called Create a Spec, and you can build the truck that you are trying to spec out. And what that does, it doesn't give you the full truck, it doesn't give you a price, but it sends us a specification in-house. So what we can do with that is we can have your information to call you with, but before that, we have a spec in hand. We can make notes. We can start developing some ideas. So when we call you, it's an efficient call. It doesn't take up a lot of your time, and it's at the right moment.
And this Create a Spec, is there like drop-down options? Like, you know, I'm guessing like when I purchased fire trucks, sometimes I didn't even know what I wanted, and sometimes I didn't even know the options or what were available. So is this kind of talk me through, you know, the different decisions that need to be made in developing a spec? Because I would guess that there are people out there that would be scratching their head saying, I'm not really sure that I know what I need or want. So how interactive is this in walking you through this?
Well, it's a page-by-page process. So we kind of start out with the size of your truck, and we go on to different options. We try to make it as simple as possible for you to get the point across. Basically, what it does is, like I said, it's a page-by-page process. You choose your options. We lead you in a direction that you need to go. So it's not one big page of just a bunch of stuff that you need to choose.
Okay. But there are options listed there to be able to choose from.
Yeah, but you're not writing anything out. There are comment boxes where you can write little comments if you need to, but we give you the options, little drop-down, little check boxes.
Are you, on this Create a Spec, are you getting as specific as to say, I want this first compartment to be so many inches wide by so many inches tall by so many inches deep? Are they getting that in depth in the Create a Spec, or is it something that's just a little simpler that allows them to do kind of like a high level description of what they want in a truck?
It's a little simpler. It's more of a high level idea. When it comes to compartment sizes, that's more for engineering to figure out. But you can, like I said, in the comment boxes, there are sections where you can say, you know, I want high side compartments, I want full height compartments on this side. There's a lot of options for you to choose that.
Okay, so to go to MidwestFire.com, and then on there is a Create a Spec tab or link.
Yep, you'll see one on the top right corner, and if you scroll down the main page, you'll see one underneath our video. There's plenty of options for you to find it. It's just here to catch your eye, and when you see some trucks on our website that you like, feel free to fill one out.
Yep, there you go. Go to MidwestFire.com, check out Create a Spec, and see how easy it is to build a truck and then have a follow-up consultation about your needs. Thank you, Midwest Fire President Sarah Atchison, and all your staff for your awesome commitment to improving first responder safety. I sincerely appreciate your support of my mission. Hey, if you're interested in seeing all the upcoming Situational Awareness Matters tour stop locations, head over to the SA Matters website and click on the blue box on the right side of the homepage labeled Upcoming Events Schedule. The schedule changes frequently, so check back often. If you want to send me feedback, you can do that through iTunes. Just go to the iTunes and go to Ratings and Reviews and rate and review the podcast. I'd appreciate it, and it helps other people to find the show. You can also just click on the Contact Us link and send me an email. I appreciate that too. In case you didn't know, I've written 5 books on situational awareness and high-risk decision-making. Those books contain critical lessons on improving situational awareness and decision-making under stress. You can check those books and videos out at SA Matters website store. Just click on the store link on the homepage. You can also get the books on Amazon. If you buy them on my website, I will sign them before I send them to you. I do that with every book. If you're not a member of the SA Matters community of learners yet, there are several ways we can get connected. First, you can just join as a member. It's completely free, and over 5,000 members are connected here, sharing ideas about how to improve situational awareness and high-risk decision-making. If you join, I'll send you a special report called 25 Best Practices for Improving First Responder Safety. Just head over to the SA Matters website, click on the red box on the right side of the homepage. It says Become a Member. If you want to get connected on social media, you can follow me on Twitter at Rich Gasaway on Twitter. The SA Matters Twitter community is between the 2 Twitter accounts, SA Matters and Rich Gasaway, about 17,000. Thanks for everybody coming along on that ride. You can also get connected on Facebook by joining the private Facebook page, facebook.com/groups/SA Matters. There's a discount code in there for 50% off the new book. So that'll save you $20. You can follow me on LinkedIn by searching Rich Gasaway on LinkedIn. And on YouTube, if you want to watch some videos, SA Matters TV on YouTube. Well, that's it. Episode 122 is complete. Thank you to our podcast sponsor, Midwest Fire. Thanks to all of our event hosts. And thank you, our listeners, for sharing some of your valuable time with me today. I really appreciate your support of the SA Matters mission. Be safe out there, and may the peace of the Lord and strong situational awareness be with you always.
You've been listening to the Situational Awareness Matters radio show with Dr. Richard B. Gasaway. If you are interested in learning more about situational awareness, human factors, and decision-making under stress, visit samatters.com. If you are interested in booking Dr. Gasaway for an upcoming event, visit his personal website at richgasaway.com.